I'm a dad who games, and today it's curtains for window coverings. Hey there, welcome to my channel. Thank you for stopping by. In this Sims tutorial, we're going to make the most out of what the game has to offer in terms of curtains. We'll look at which are a part of sets, as well as what furniture sets match, including looking at 3 identical houses where each uses a single curtain and furniture set. And then we'll overcome some common curtain issues. I have timestamps in the description of this video if there's a specific part you'd like to watch. I mean, the whole video is entertainingly interesting. But, well, you might already know some of this stuff. Let's begin with what I mean by curtain and furniture sets. Any set is a set in The Sims 4 when the color swatches match. Curtains share swatches, and while the furniture might not look the same, this furniture set can match any color swatch of the curtains. So first, let's take a look at what we're working with in terms of curtains. Because this is a curtain video, I didn't include the IKEA-style info bubbles for the furniture. But I wanted to have them so that you could see how they match. That's not to say that some curtains can't work with multiple furniture sets, but that's why I further categorize them as classical, modern, and traditional. Classical are the curtains that match the more ornate, fancy-looking wooden furniture. Modern are all the curtains with bright color options to match the modern furniture. You can make some amazing color combinations. And traditional are all the styles that you most commonly see in homes, blinds and plain panels. These 2 sets of furniture are not the only pieces that can match, but they are the most complete and honestly the best looking. The rest are pretty boring. Yeah, I forgot one for the first batch, but these others are the standalone curtains that can match most of the furniture options. I've heard some say that there really aren't very good color options for curtains, but really, it's all about the style you're going for. The game's got you covered if you're sticking to classical, modern, or traditional, but I would guess that it's for those who prefer mixed-up designs that incorporate different styles that would have to face a challenge matching color. But for that, I'd simply say, get creative. You have to work with what you got. So, what I have here is a classical at the bottom, traditional loft, which is essentially the entire raw set of decorations, in the middle, and although not base game content, I had to use my favorite packs, Dream Home Decorator and Snowy Escape, to make a nice modern house at the top. But you can really see that these sets are made for the entire house. And this is true for all of the base game sets, as well as any additional sets you may get from game expansions and packs. But I cut myself off at 3 houses. That's enough building for this video. And yes, these sets extend into the bathroom. I know I'm not always a fan of making them, but it's helpful to know that there's sets for this room too. Well, I hope so far this tutorial has helped to make your approach to curtains a little easier, or at least more organized. Just remember to think to yourself, are you building a classical, modern, or traditional house? Even if you prefer to mix things up, you might take a few extra steps to find the right color, but really, there's no way of helping that. You just gotta play the game. But I do recognize that regardless of what style you prefer, placing curtains comes with some annoyances. It's important to note that you must have the Move Objects cheat enabled. If you don't do this, you'll only be able to place items where the game lets you. This cheat allows you to place items anywhere. The only real drawback, though, is that you need to pay attention to sim pathing. You don't want to accidentally trap a sim with furniture, and if you're not careful, this will happen. Make sure you locate the Alt and the bracket keys on your keyboard, because they are key at making what you're decorating look exactly the way you want. Alt allows you to place items anywhere, and the brackets increase or decrease the item size. So to understand curtains, you need to know the window sizes. You've got small, normal, mid-sized, tall, floor to ceiling. You've got double small, double mid-size, triple mid-sized, bay, double floor to ceiling, and double normal. But okay, first let's look at placement. And by that, I mean for both the curtain and window. Each, when separate, will snap to the default wall grid, vertically and horizontally, which it's a good idea to keep the walls as drywall because you can use the panels as guide. I can move the curtain the same way. But when I move it over the window, it snaps onto the window itself. You'll know you've got it because when you select the window, the curtain will come with it. When you move the curtain anywhere else, the window will go solo. But bring it over the window again, and it'll snap right onto it. So the key, if you're wanting to place your curtains in a specific location, just place the curtains first, and then you can slide the window in behind it. But you don't have to limit those positions when you hold the Alt key. Placing curtains and windows anywhere else cannot happen any other way, and it works with every kind of window. But what happens when your window is at an angle? Well, the same rules apply, and it's pretty simple with the basic curtains, but some of the curtains can get a bit wonky. Parts of the window clip into the wall. Well, we do the same thing. Move the window, place the curtain where we want, then replace the window. But it's still clipping. Well, let's do it again, but make the curtain smaller. Notice that you can't go lower than this, no matter the size. It's to prevent clipping into the ground. Some curtains that look ridiculous at full size on an angled wall can be made to work in any space just by adjusting the size. Now, there are different curtains for each window size. We have the single window curtains for different lengths. Likewise, there are double window curtains. Use Alt for the pretend double normal. For the triple and bay, you can use the double window curtains or use the divided panels. Before we get to the final lesson, we've looked at how curtains and furniture are all a part of larger sets: classical, modern, and traditional. We've seen 3 sets in action in our triple-decker house, and we've learned that curtains are specific to window sizes. All that's left is what I would call one of the more advanced skills in placing curtains: layering. It doesn't work for all of them, but when you play with sizes, you can make some interesting combinations. But you really just need to play around. Well, hopefully my videos helped you to better understand and navigate the base game curtains in The Sims 4. Again, the first thing you need to do is determine, are you primarily going to be building a classical, modern, or traditional house? Then you go from there. But at least if you think of those 3 categories, you'll have the ballpark of what kinds of curtains will match. I'll have a list of all the items that fit into each category in this video's description. And that's my video. I heard a lot of people talking about challenges with curtains, and I wanted to give you a tutorial on how to use them. I learned it all just by playing around with the game, so there's probably other things that I didn't even mention, but these were the tips that I thought were the most important to cover. Are there any other challenges you can think of with curtains or any other part of the game? I'd love to hear what you have to say, so please leave a comment. Who knows, you might come up with an idea for my next video. But if you like this one, don't forget to like the video. And I love making videos, and I'm going to be putting out more, especially if I can get some of your feedback and make videos that you would specifically like to see. Please subscribe. Be a part of my community. I'm really trying hard to make this into something. So don't forget to also follow me on Twitter. And I stream regularly on Twitch. I play all kinds of games. So come, hang out with me. I guarantee it'll be fun. I mean, 90s kid, millennial dad, all gamer. So until the next, have a day.